What are the simplest things to do that make you look attractive? Posture. For anyone wondering how to get a better posture, I improved mine massively through weighted squats at the gym. The strengthening of the lower back helps tremendously. Yoga helps a ton too. Thank you, I needed this big time. Squats, deadlifts, and this other thing I don't know how to describe, like a reverse sit-up, did wonders for my posture. Like, there was a notable difference within 4 weeks of me doing sets of each of these once a week. It was amazing. The reverse sit-up thing was machine, where you laid down with your stomach down, calves looped under a support bar, and your upper body could hang down. The idea was you would let your upper body hang, and then lift it, until you were straight with your legs. As I got better at it, I would hug plates against my chest to keep adding weight. God, I wish I knew what that was actually called, so I could give you a name instead of this horrible description. Edit. 2 or 3 comments down, someone named it back extensions. 1. Back extensions. You know, that one setup at the gym that firmly secures your knees and glutes. Then you cross arms across your chest, hold a weight, and lean down, then back up. 2. Stiff leg deadlifts put a lot of emphasis on your back. But not being in a gremlin posture is weird. Never thought of this, gonna start working and standing up straighter. From a woman's perspective, makes a difference. Good posture makes you look confident. A whack even gets more air into your lungs, so your skin color is healthier. Clean, calm, and standing up straight goes a long way. Shower, and cut your fingernails. A shocking amount of people don't do this, and it baffles my mind. When the pandemic broke out, we had to tell people to please wash their hands occasionally, and it apparently was a massive change for people. Nothing surprises me anymore. What still gets me is that people had to be told how to sneeze properly when you don't have a tissue or something, like into your shoulder/elbow, and not just freely into the air or your fucking hands. It just boggled my mind that people didn't know that. Now I see it everywhere, and it just reaffirms my view that people are still 2-year-olds, screaming loudly and being oblivious to their surroundings and just being gross all the time. The amount of males who do not wash their hands after going to the bathroom is disgusting. A friend of mine had bladder infections regularly. At some point we noticed that the problem occurred at the same time as her new partner. She asked him to wash his hands before peeing and afterwards. Since then, no more bladder infections. There are an incredible number of men who hold their penis with dirty hands while peeing. I'm in the John at work, standing at the urinal. Guy is pooping in the toilet stall. He gets out and leaves the bathroom without washing his hands. I followed him out, and as he was getting in the elevator I said, "You didn't wash your hands." And he just looked at me like I'm the asshole. I returned to wash my hands. I'm afraid to even ask. You'd be amazed at the amount of people who say people aren't attracted to me but can't bother to thoroughly bathe themselves, or every day at least. Loneliness and depression can be a hell of a vicious circle sometimes, but for the love of God, clip them in your bathroom, or in your backyard, or literally anywhere, except in public around other people. No one wants your fingernails in their environment. And no one wants to hear that tink underscore sound letting them know that someone is being gross. I once had to tell the lady in front of me to stop clipping and filing her nails in the middle of the movie Lincoln, a mostly quiet, dialogue-filled 3-hour movie. She was shocked that I had a problem with it. I was shocked that she was shocked. There was a guy doing this in the airport next to my wife about 7 years ago while we were on our way somewhere. I don't remember where we were going, but and I still joke about it to this day. Dude was just oblivious to the idea that that might not be an activity for a crowded public space. Clip and file your fingernails. Otherwise the edges are gonna be razor sharp. Clean under your fingernails too. Wash only when you are clean. Will you know my power? Love the Always Sunny reference. Much appreciated here. But that'd get rid of my manly aura. How else will I keep vampires away if not for my garlic scented ballsack? And use soap appropriate for you. I've known people with physical jobs who did wash but still reeked because they used the cheapest stuff they could find. It probably would have been fine for low intensity stuff, but it was not up to the task for them. I spend 1 day a week prepping super oily, Stinky fish diets for a large regional aquarium. If I don't prep my hands with a barrier cream and reapply periodically throughout the day and wash with an exfoliant soap afterwards, I can smell myself for a full day afterwards. I use an oily citrus scented body butter before I touch any fish to keep the oils from ingressing in the first place. I wash my hands throughout the day and I shower with a Street Ives body wash as soon as I get home. The citrus one is the best, although the kelp/seaweed one is pretty good too. They both have ground walnut shells as an exfoliant, renewable and sustainable. The citrus oil is most effective at cutting through the fishy smells. That's why most questionably fresh seafood/fish is served with lemon slices. To go along with this, brush your teeth. I don't mind my teeth, but they aren't as white as they could or should be because of bad habits. My parents allowed me to start, but the later you leave it the worse it'll get, and at the very least clean them so plaque doesn't start to form, as that is really unsightly and really is worse than having discolored teeth. Dentist told me before that my yellow colored teeth were natural. That was in my 20s. They said the pearly white commercials are just to get people more apt to brush, but the truth is that people's teeth, without bleaching or similar, are rarely super white. You want to brush to prevent stink from emanating, but the color isn't always due to brushing habits. Really is worse than having discolored teeth, so nothing about the plaque thing. You're totally correct. But just wanna say that not white teeth are not bad. The older you get, the more wears the enamel off. It is pretty natural. OFC, it is never wrong to care about your teeth, but comments like that can make people insecure about something pretty normal. Washing doesn't make you attractive. It's just a basic requirement to make yourself acceptable to be in public with other people. Wear clothes that fit well. Even expensive clothes can look like crap and make you look like crap if they don't fit your frame and body type. Fit is everything. It accentuates the positives and minimizes the negatives. Any recommendations on where to go to find clothes that fit? Honestly, taking your clothes to a tailor is not that expensive. You can pick up quality brands from Goodwill for a few dollars that are close to your fit. Then have them tailored and you'll look like $1,000,000. I can't emphasize this comment enough. A good tailor is a magician. And something clean and nicely tailored, even if the clothes cost $5, will always look better than something that doesn't fit. Get something that fits you in the shoulders and the waist. The internet will tell you how, or you can post to your favorite subreddit for advice and then have a tailor fit the clothes to you. Another option is to learn how to use a sewing machine and tailor your own clothes. During the lockdown, I got bored and purchased a sewing machine from Amazon and watched YouTube videos and taught myself how to use it. Now I go to Goodwill or thrift stores and buy jeans that fit in the waist, and I taught myself how to taper them to my liking. Goodwill is perfect for learning how to tailor because clothes are cheap, so if you mess up, it's not the end of the world. I think it's pretty fun once you get good at it. You get perfect fitting clothes and saves you money in the long run. Is this only for formal wear like dress shirts and stuff? Or can you actually tailor t-shirts and polo tees? You should tailor all your shirts and even pants. I didn't want to pay for everything I own to be tailored, so I got a sewing machine, and after some YouTube tutorials and practice, recommend stylishly on YouTube, it takes me a few minutes to get a piece of clothing fitting properly. Yes, but it is expensive, as tailors tend to charge a flat rate for a shirt, so it generally makes more economic sense to buy a t-shirt that is properly fitted for you in the first place, with actual measurements, not S/M/L. This should be one of the top comments. Surprised I had to scroll so far. Clothes that fit you, despite your body type, are a major improvement. The whole baggy look is great on hot 20-year-olds or us old people in the 1990s, but not for the rest of us. Brush your teeth twice a day. Floss. 2. Check in with your dentist once in a while. Clean, healthy teeth are fantastic. Okay, so here is my cautionary tale. I didn't go to the dentist for 15 years. I'm 31 now, and I'm about 3,000 deep into getting everything fixed. I never went because I didn't have insurance and was pretty poor until a couple years ago. I let the rot get out of control. My 8 front teeth were black and pitted from the gum to about halfway down. I have not been able to confidently smile or laugh for years. It has destroyed my self-esteem. I had meth mouth without the fun of having done meth. So what has it taken to get my shit together? Eating the same super cheap food every day to save money for teeth. Selling my synthesizers for teeth. Selling my pedal collection for teeth. The sacrifices have been immense. I'm happy to be able to smile again and am already feeling much better physically and mentally. Brush your teeth and pay for that annual checkup, folks. Without the fun of having done meth. Excuse me sir, but it appears your eyes are scrotums. The gross thing is that 3000 isn't even that bad. I just went to the dentist yesterday and I have around 5000 to 8000 worth of work needed. Crowns, cavities, root canals, and a post for an implant. Take care of your chompers, kids. Hey. As someone in a similar spot, can you explain, in brief, what procedures you had done to fix your teeth? Also curious how you went about paying for it using dental insurance. I'm lucky and all I need are fillings because there is no root damage. I don't have dental insurance, so I'm paying out of pocket by selling years worth of music equipment and being super frugal. I misread this as check-in with your dentist once a week and had to wonder who the heck is going to the friggin' dentist weekly. Why is it that my most upvoted comment is because I misread something? FFS. Story of my life I guess lol. Dentists do. Some even go every damn day. Edit. Thanks for the. What's annoying is that white teeth from bleaching is actually unhealthy. But looks better. Hey, it's not bad for your teeth, just don't go nuts with it. I'm a dentist. Is it true that for people with sensitive teeth, the sensitivity level can increase from bleaching? If so, does this settle down at all? I have sensitive teeth, and a few days after each whitening session, I had 2 done. They were definitely more sensitive, but nothing unbearable, and it was only a short period of time. Granted, I didn't get them done super white. Just enough to make my genetically yellow teeth look off-white instead of yellow. Do all people not brush twice a day? I've been a once a day brusher my whole life. 38, never had a filling or any dramas with my corned beef. Went to the dentist last month and she actually complimented me on how well I brush them. My wife on the other hand is a twice a day brusher. And unfortunately has all sorts of dramas with her ivory. I swear some of it is genetic. My dad is a once a day brusher and doesn't floss and has a huge sweet tooth. He's never had a cavity. Regrettably I used to be a once a day brusher. I didn't see it as a problem because I didn't get cavities. I started Invisalign earlier this year and now I brush, floss, tongue scrape and water pick twice a day. I will never be able to go back to lazy brushing habits again. I have no idea how I went so long doing once a day. Despite all these posts about hygiene, you can still be ugly, dirty and unpleasant on the inside. So check your attitude. That is the most simple thing anyone can do. Would you suggest checking oneself, lest they wreck themselves? Indeed, sir or ma'am. Edit. I have been informed that the correct vocabulary is mumsy, calm and confident. Nothing is hotter than being self-assured. Rule #1. Don't suck. Rule #2. If you're gonna suck, then suck with confidence. Confidence is also rule #1 for getting someone else to suck. Hiding competence with overconfidence. Sunties edu. I think the clamp part here is more important than people realize. Really enjoying these pearls of wisdom. They said simple, just be confident is hilarious advice for unconfident people. It's the equivalent of saying, don't be sad to someone who's feeling down. Yup. There's a reason, or many, why unconfident people are unconfident. And it's not like a switch you can just turn off. Can even take several years in therapy. Be kind. Rewind. Right, if your life is strange. Rewind your bad choices when dating. Smile. And wave, boys. Smile and wave. Kowalski. Analysis. We appear to be in a Reddit thread skipper. Clothing that fits. I can't stress this enough. You don't need name brands or flashy clothes. A solid color t-shirt and jeans that fit properly will get you somewhere. So I feel like this is kind of useless advice unless it's combined with info on how to figure out what good fitting clothes look like for each person. I don't think there are too many people out there that know what clothes fit them and then just don't wear them. With that in mind, Any advice or resources for people that want to start wearing well-fitting clothes but don't know where to start? I'm not trying to be snarky, but you tell by looking at yourself in a full-length mirror and giving a turn or two. Usually you can tell at a visual level if something fits or not. There's no magic or science to it, and good or bad taste doesn't even factor in. If you need a starting point, here are some questions to ask yourself. Does the piece of clothing hang off of your body? Do you look larger in the piece of clothing than you looked out of it? Is it clinging to your body too tightly? Are there rolls of fat or bulging areas visible in the piece of clothing that weren't visible out of it? Alternatively, are there areas that the clothing highlights that, while natural to you, aren't areas you prefer to highlight? Are the pants low or baggy to the point where a wardrobe malfunction seems more likely to occur? Is the top tight or low cut in such a way that wardrobe malfunctions are more likely? Can you see your undergarments clearly through or under the clothing? Side note, in full honesty, some very in-style looks do include visible undergarments. But if you're asking about how to tell whether your clothes fit, you're probably not ready to walk the line of determining how much visible underwear is too much without feeling some discomfort or insecurity. Keep it simple and build as your confidence increases. If you struggle with objective assessments of your own appearance, ask a trusted person to give you their opinion. Make sure the person you ask is truthful but kind. You don't deserve to be insulted, but you also won't benefit from fake flattery. I'm not trying to be snarky, but you tell by looking at yourself in a full-length mirror and giving a turn or two. Usually you can tell at a visual level if something fits or not. There's no magic or science to it, and good or bad taste doesn't even factor in. If you need a starting point, here are some questions to ask yourself. Does the piece of clothing hang off of your body? Do you look larger in the piece of clothing than you looked out of it? Is it clinging to your body too tightly? Are there rolls of fat or bulging areas visible in the piece of clothing that weren't visible out of it? Alternatively, are there areas that the clothing highlights that, while natural to you, aren't areas you prefer to highlight? Are the pants low or baggy to the point where a wardrobe malfunction seems more likely to occur? Is the top tight or low cut in such a way that wardrobe malfunctions are more likely? Can you see your undergarments clearly through or under the clothing? Side note, in full honesty, some very in-style looks do include visible undergarments. But if you're asking about how to tell whether your clothes fit, you're probably not ready to walk the line of determining how much visible underwear is too much without feeling some discomfort or insecurity. Keep it simple and build as your confidence increases. If you struggle with objective assessments of your own appearance, ask a trusted person to give you their opinion. Make sure the person you ask is truthful but kind. You don't deserve to be insulted, but you also won't benefit from fake flattery. In my experience, people have always responded well to a nice smile, good posture, and being kind. Not trying too hard when you're around somebody you're interested in. Instead, just staying calm and enjoying yourself. People can really pick up on your calm and confidence and find it attractive. Being natural, gosh. Nothing annoys me more than people who completely change the way they behave and try to one-up everyone as soon as they feel or fear the smallest amount of competition. Dude, I can be natural so much better than you, bro. Pick clothes that fit together and colors that match your complexion. Brush your hair. Style it if you can. Be clean and smell good. Smile. That's why I'm wearing just black. Then if people ask why, you can either quote the Smiths, I wear black on the outside because black is how I feel on the inside, or Johnny Cash, till things are brighter, I'm the man in black at them. I have horrible color coordination, and my hair ain't gonna style, no matter what way I put it in. And my hair ain't gonna style, no matter what way I put it in. Been there, done that. One day I woke up and looked at my hair and was like, fuck this. So I shaved my head. That was backslash 15 years ago, and couldn't be happier. No more barbers. No more shampoo slash comb slash brush purchases. Drag a towel across my head after a shower, and I'm done for the day. Friends and family were absolutely shocked when I first did it. I didn't care. I did it for me, not them. Now it's just normal for them and everyone I've met since then. You must have a head shape fit for this kind of style. Not everyone can just shave their head and look good. 316 Oscope. You get hotter by exactly 360 degrees. It's incredibly painful. Change your hairstyle. Makes a hella difference. I guess I could go from bald to scalped. Just let it grow out and perm what you got left. This just went from waist length to a more traditional haircut. I'm a 27 meters. Can recommend. Funny. I always had hair not longer than 2 inches ever. Now, I decided to let them grow out. They are about to pass my shoulders and I get so many compliments. It's really weird for me. Since I never got compliments before, I guess it's just about breaking the expected look that people had fixed in their mind. Hairstyles really depend on your face. Mine apparently should stay shoulder length, no shorter than below the ears. Or the people will riot. What about the balding fellas out there? Edit. I have a beard and muscles. No tattoos or flannels though. Honestly, I found that balding is only unattractive when the guy is obviously insecure about it. Trying to do the comb over or always wearing hats to hide it. Just from talking to friends and being a person attracted to bald fellas. Grooming is key. Going balding? Embrace it. Also, facial hair looks fantastic on balding/bald. Being kind and being attentive. Genuine interest in another person is very simple and incredibly rare. Also, having a great sense of humor. I'd add to it. Don't fake the interest. Be interested for real. And if you can't be interested in the person you're talking to, maybe you're just not each other's type. In which case moving on is always an option. Fake interest is always visibly fake. Shower. Grow. Brush yo damn teeth lol. You gotta wash yo ass. If ya must. Ya gotta wash hair. If ya must. Ya gotta brush yo teeth. If you must. Or else you'll be fuunkai. Okay gents, here's my wisdom: if you're single, buy some nice smelling soap and shampoo, and take a shower. Don't just wash your pits you smelly heathen. While your nails are still kind of wet, clip your finger and toenails. Floss, use a tongue scraper. Brush your teeth, rinse with mouthwash. Comb your hair, and go to a barber shop that looks like your grandpa runs it, and tell him you're not sure what haircut you want, but you've got a job interview coming up. Just let the old man do his work. He's a pro. Go to a nice clothing store, but don't feel like you have to go overboard. Nordstrom's rack is a good pick. Go on a Tuesday or something when it's kind of slow and find someone near the tailor/changing room and tell them you just landed your first office job. Tell them you need help picking out some casual dress shoes, dark jeans, a belt to match the shoes, and a couple dress shirts. If you try on enough shirts you can find some that fit without needing them tailored. Normally I have my jeans hemmed because I'm between two common lengths. Tell them you want a half break when they ask what break you want. If it fits off the rack, even better. It will save you $10. You can probably grab some cologne and a nice pomade or dry clay for your hair. I'd go with a dry clay at first because it's hard to go overboard with clay, and pomade will make you look like a grease ball if you use too much. Outside of that, start working out. If you're not motivated, just start nice and easy with some push-ups, pull-ups, and find something heavy to do, some squats. I've used bags of mulch/large tree branches/a heavy bag/etc. Don't feel like you need a gym? Check out r/bodyweight fitness and follow the recommended routine. Also stop eating like shit. I'm a lazy eater, but there are some simple meals that can sustain you. And if you're overweight, stop making excuses and just eat less. Others have pointed out posture and confidence. The gym will help with both, but go on YouTube and look up Joe Navarro. He's got some great insight on body language, and you're probably putting off some negative energy that you don't even realize. Congrats. You're ready to find a hobby or get a dog and start meeting people. Bonus points if you can find a hobby that involves fitness, because that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Work on your posture. Walking around like some kind of golem goblin creature isn't doing you any favors. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up. Proper hygiene and grooming. Unkempt neck, beard and 3-day-old sweat stink is a terrible look. Shower regularly. Get your hair cut by someone that knows what they're doing, and make your beard look like you did it on purpose. Buy clothes that fit you. Clothes that are too big will make you look like a shapeless blob, and too small will make you look like a vacuum packed pillow. Neither is a good look. I got comfortable with myself. I stopped trying to straighten my curly hair. I started eating more food that I like instead of calorie counting. I wear more t-shirts and jeans instead of dressing to impress. I do most days barefaced or with minimal makeup. I may not look as polished as I used to, but it suits me better. I look happier. And my husband seems to think that's attractive. Love this for you. I started doing the same. I used to straighten my hair all the time in college. And now I don't fresh wash and hydrate my hair and leave it curly as can be. Same with makeup. Recently, like in the past couple weeks, I've started to only out on a simple foundation. No blush or eyeshadow or contouring. And I've gotten more compliments and my face likes me again. No breaking out from makeup. Oh, and the clothes. I used to wear only dresses, up dresses and heels, and I got point-toured one day and wore a nice blouse with jeans to the office. I was so comfortable and no one cared. I'm divorced and now I'm doing things for me, and I've never been happier. I'm so happy your husband finds you attractive. Keep it up. C's. Smiling and finding a type of jewelry that you like. Personally, when I noticed that I don't wear any jewelry and started doing that, even if it's a small earring or simple bracelet, I felt my appearance was more put together and noticeable. I'm a bit of a hippie guy and used to wear a leather thong necklace with just a bead or stone or pot leaf thing. Haven't worn anything like that for years. Last year I made a little wooden tag out of an old Christmas tree and put it on a necklace. It was when the cheap clasp broke a couple of months ago that my wife was all, "Where's your necklace? You looked sexy in that." And it's back on. Having a nice hairstyle that suits you and keeping up with getting trims. A skincare routine at its most basic. Wash with a gentle non-drying cleanser. Moisturize with something simple and fragrance free. And wear sunscreen during the day to protect from wrinkles and skin cancer. Having clothes that actually fit you, even if that means getting things like shirts/suits/dresses, hemmed or tailored, that you take care of by ironing and or dry cleaning if needed. Also, take care of your shoes. Clean the rubber of dirty sneakers with a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and clean leather boots/work shoes with shoe polish. Not wearing too much perfume/cologne or highly scented deodorants and body sprays. Confidence in yourself, your hobbies, your wants and needs. My boyfriend vacuumed the floor after I accidentally spilled something on there once. I don't know what it was, but in that moment he looked so hot. I suppose my answer here would be to be responsible. Take care of your living environment. One of my GF's favorite stories is when she was doing a side gig with sexy phone calls. A guy called her and asked how to send sexy pictures and get his GF to be more sexy with him. She told him to send her a picture of the stove, horribly dirty, then take sexy pictures of himself cleaning the stove and send them to her throughout the day. She also had him get a thing of bacon and put it in the fridge and not mention it, and said his GF would probably make him bacon in the morning. A few months later, the GF calls in, furious, thinking has been cheating on her because he's been doing all this wonderful cleaning and being affectionate. Suddenly, my GF explains. And the GF tells the guy he can keep calling her for advice. Lol. Exercise. That way you radiate health, confidence. This might go directly against what everyone else is suggesting. But what I did was to stop giving a fuck if someone finds me attractive or not. I remember up until a few years ago I used to get incredibly self-conscious when I would pass by girls or talk to my female classmates. It was always, OMG, I hope she didn't see that pimple on my forehead, or I have to pretend to be a normal person so she doesn't find me off-putting. That was a stressful existence. Realized I have to learn to stop caring too much about other people's opinion of me. Took a while, but damn, the peace it brought me is so invaluable. And instead of me pretending to be normal, I actually found quite a few girls who were as quirky and weird as me. One of them would end up as my ex. This doesn't mean don't work on yourself. Try to be better. Definitely improve yourself. But if you're too scared or nervous and underconfident in yourself while talking to girls, chances are they would notice it. Smile. That got me arrested once. Jesus, you people have a low bar. Yes. You should be showering and brushing your teeth, but that doesn't make you attractive. It makes you a functioning adult. The real answer: dress well, clothes that fit and are clean/ironed. In case you haven't noticed, we are on Reddit. Shower and brush your tooth and clean clothes. Which tooth to be exact? I may be in the minority here, but I have multiple. Send unsolicited dick pics. 8D. Lose weight. Something I'm trying to do myself. Have $1 billion. Works every time. Pursuing healthy goals. Trimming and plucking my eyebrows. And keeping my beard lines clean. Just being myself. I know it's kinda cheesy and typical, but it's true. I'm gay, but women wish gay guys were straight. So I recommend a straight guy try it. Wear colors, not like rainbows or anything, but incorporate color into your wardrobe. Guys especially have a tendency to wear basically just white/black/gray and toss in the occasional muted color in the form of a dull blue plaid button up or something. Most women like it when you're willing to wear some color. I get way more glancing looks from women when I have a well coordinated outfit with some color in it than I do when more low-key dressed. It speaks to confidence as well as a bit of fashion sense, which most women like in a guy to an extent. Also colored glasses. Not every frame has to be black. It's always been weird to me that in most pre-modern history cultures it has been a sign of pride and strength when a man wore color, but in the past couple hundred years has been pushed towards something more feminine. Makes no sense. Don't have a boring wardrobe, dudes. Self-confidence. 1. Wash your entire body every day. 2. Moisturize your entire body every day. 3. Brush your teeth every day. 4. Style your hair, moisturize and do something with it every day. 5. Wear clothes that aren't stingy and fit your body well. 6. At the very least, wash, tone, and moisturize your face every day and not in the shower. Add an exfoliant a few times a week if you really want to glow. 7. Get some form of physical exercise consistently. Don't ignore being overweight. Keep your body in good shape. 8. Extra. Wear cologne daily. I have 2 I switch up for work, 1 for dates, 1 for quick errands, 1 casually when I'm out all day as a dude. This is pretty much my self-care bible.